Yeah, everybody, the topic today is cybersecurity insurance. I know we all need it. We all don't want it, but we all need it. We need it for a lot of reasons. We need it because we got to protect ourselves in case we get individually hit. But also sometimes we need it when our customers demand that we have cybersecurity insurance in the supply chain these days. And it's going to become a bigger and bigger thing. And I've got Kenrick and Ken here from RB Cyber Assurance. And they actually have a solution for all Canada and the US as well. And they can help almost every SMB to a very wide range of sales. So without further ado, let's jump into this. Ken and Kenrick, welcome, man. Let's talk about insurance today, man. How is the insurance biz?
Oh, thanks, Julian. Thanks for the introduction. The insurance business is, I'd say, booming because more and more people need it. Like you said, you can't get a contract sometimes when you're bidding for work without proof of cyber insurance. And it's becoming more prevalent all the time. We've helped several MSPs with their clients get that type of insurance on quick notice, and we're able to happy to help any MSP part of your network.
Right on. So look, let's just dig into the insurance bit as well, right? There's a cybersecurity posture that you've got, right? But you don't only have an insurance policy, right? That's one thing you do, right? But you have this entire process that you help them with, right? Can you give me a bit of the overview? Like I sign up, it's easy, online, click, 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 done. But it's more than just a little piece of paper, right?
Absolutely. So the automated process for application is very straightforward. You can go in, you can put your company information, you can answer the risk rating questions, you can get a quote. The quote does some checking against your risk, and it comes back with a quote in about 7 or 8 seconds. If you like the quote, you like the policy, you like what's included, you have the option to pay with a major credit card, and your policy is bound and issued on the spot. So uh, the automated process, as it stands today, will give you up to $1 million in coverage. In the next version of our portal, we'll have higher limits, going up to as high as $5 million in coverage. We have a lot of flexibility in protecting end user customers in terms of the limits that they're looking for. Smaller companies may want, I don't know, $250,000, $500,000 in coverage. We can offer limits that are variable, right? So really affordable rates, really competitive in the market, expert support with access to professional guidance from industry professionals. Really strong on the incident response team
So let's
side of
break it down a
things.
bit, Kenrick. So the order process, I've got it. Beautiful,
Mhm.
simple, fast, easy. I get it all. I don't. It goes without saying the pricing are affordable, so it's competitive across the board, and people are going to be shocked when they actually see how affordable it is. But getting over that hurdle now, so now you've implemented the thing, but you've got a couple of tools that comes with the insurance policy that keeps them, I guess, secure, right? Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so it's more than just buying the piece of paper, like you said earlier. It's really about getting a genuine peace of mind when you have a solution, and that peace of mind comes in knowing that the full spectrum of cyber is covered in terms of reducing your overall risk, maintaining your resilience across your enterprise so you can focus on your business, but also put you in a position where, in the event that something does happen, you can respond and recover quickly. So what we've done is we partnered with two best-in-class software companies. One is NuShield out of California, and the other one is a Canadian company, Canadian homegrown, Watchdog Security, where they can provide you with risk reduction, human risk monitoring, ongoing compliance work, vendor management, and a host of other things, including awareness training in Watchdog University, all on the same platform. And on the back end, we partnered with NuShield, where in the event that your data is encrypted by a ransomware payload, NuShield will automatically, in real time, recover and reverse the encryption, so you virtually lose no time in business, and will likely not have to file a claim, which would obviously affect future premium. But yeah, so we it's not just software. So it's not just It's not just insurance in terms of a piece of paper. It is a full solution that's really focused and targeted to supporting small and medium-sized businesses.
An extra set of pair of eyes, right? Watching what your posture is to make sure you're staying within. Kenrick, what do you want to say about that important component, right? That turns that piece of paper into something that's, proactive. Not, you don't pull it out when you need it, right? You actually, it'll help you to, not use insurance, keep your business up and running, right? Resilience.
Yeah, it's absolutely important because I mean it also nowadays where a lot of small businesses they're part of a very critical supply chain, and now the supply chain scrutiny on the small business and medium-sized business is becoming very, very technical. They want you to have cyber insurance. They want you to be able to prove that you're compliant with the different regulations that are coming out. They want you to be in a position where you can be subject to an audit. And with Watchdog, you have all your compliance in the compliance center. You have all your policies. You have all your procedures. There's literally an audit button that you can click, and you can prepare your organization for audit from an external auditor, and then have the reports all ready to be submitted. So it's the insurance for when you need it, but it's ongoing cybersecurity, risk reduction, compliance, and everything else that you'll need.
Right on. Ken, you want to add anything to that about the process and why cybersecurity insurance matters to SMBs?
Well, it's always amazed me that someone would spend their lifetime of getting their own business and putting their money and their heart and soul into developing their own business, and then leaving themselves exposed to a cyber attack. I always likened it to like someone spending 80, 90, $100,000 on the dream car that they've always wanted, and then leaving it in their driveway with their fingers crossed, hoping that it won't get stolen during the night. And then they'll say, well, I've installed an anti-theft device and all that sort of stuff, so I should be okay. But believe me, the criminals are already circumventing that device, and they have a better way to get in there, and it'll be gone out of your driveway in about 10 seconds. So it's the same thing with insurance. Like, why would you do all of this and get your dream company up and running and with people's employed that count on you for their livelihood, and not just go that final step and get that insurance just to protect you? You can have all the precautions in the world, but trust me, like they always say, it's not a matter of if you'll get attacked. It's like when. It's like the car sitting in your driveway. It's not a matter if it'll get stolen, but when. What night? Do you want to go to bed at night? With your fingers crossed, hoping you don't hear any movement in your driveway, or do you want to sleep easy knowing you've got insurance on it? So.
Some parts of the city, your car gets stolen every week.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Look, let's talk about the last mile here. Really cool, the great process of actually getting the policy, applying for it, et cetera, and then the actual tools to help them keep a solid posture and keep them within, guidance and compliance. And then the third thing is, well, once in a while, stuff do get through and you get hit, right? You've got, an easy red button there that you can have the people activate an A team. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, I mean the claims process it comes down to activation. Once the waiting period has expired, to the policyholder, and they have a toll-free number that they can call, and it immediately activates the response to the breach in terms of providing counsel as a breach coach to make sure you're legally covered to protect privilege and privacy within the organization. And you have a team of experts in digital forensics, breach response, crisis management, managing PR around the whole situation, because controlling the message to the media can often be a big deal. A lot of times it's not so much the damage to the data, but it's the reputational harm to the brand that can cause the problem with the company. So you have help with that as well. You also have credit monitoring that's available to any of the small businesses, customers that may have been impacted, forensic accounting, and the list goes on. And these aren't no-name organizations or individuals that are responding. These are top tier, best in class companies that are responding to the breach. So it's like Ken said, in terms of being able to sleep at night, you know that if something or when something does happen, you have a all-star team, a phone
Yeah.
call away, quite literally, getting you to responding so you can be as quickly as possible back to left of the boom, as we say in the industry, so you can continue running your business.
Totally. And, I mean, my personal favorite part of all this, by the way, is that A-team incident response team, because you just want to know you've got an organization that's got all the different things covered that you need to get covered in case you do get an incident. Because if you ever want to live through a nightmare, a real one, get breached, and it might actually look at all the other challenges you have in life. It might make it pale in comparison. So it kind of wrapping up here, the way I look at this is a kind of a three-legged stool, right? We've got leg one, great insurance process to kind of get covered pretty quick. No hassles type thing. Second part is you've got a couple of tools, solid tools, a variety of tools actually, that actually keeps you secure. And there's even a tool that, in case you do get hit, it can back you up and get you up and running faster, which is, by the way, the goal of any business, right? To stay resilient. And the third leg is that in case all else fails, you've got an A team that's dispatched to kind of put you back up again, up and running as quickly as possible. And it's not just recovery of the actual data. It's like the legal part of it, the social part of it. There's this privacy issues, declaring authorities. So there's a lot of moving parts when things happen. And you do need to have an incident response coach to kind of help you do this. And so you guys are providing the whole thing, man. So if you are an MSP out there, or you're working with an MSP, a channel partner, and you're looking for coverage, this is a great opportunity to kind of get that. You get the last word. What do you guys want to say?
Wow. There's a lot to say. Last words, plural. Well, I think there's a couple things that come to mind. One of them really is flexibility around how customers can be onboarded, flexibility and limits. And the other thing really is around the tools. We've gone through a lot of time to select these two organizations for their tools for very, very good reasons. But beyond functionality, I think an important thing to stress is that they don't compete with an existing tech stack. They're very complementary to an existing tech stack. NuShield specifically is patented technology, so the likelihood of anyone else out there having something like it is going to be very, 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 very slim. And we can provide, perhaps we can discuss it in another episode about some case studies where the product has actually recovered data in an actual ransomware incident. But the tools complement, and you'll be hard pressed, especially at this price point where it's included with your insurance, to be able to get technology like that to reduce your risk and help maintain resiliency across your enterprise. So those are my last 2 points on the last words.
Last words, Ken?
Very well said, Kenrick. No, I just, anyone who's been breached, they've described it as the worst day of their life. And you can avoid that. You can avoid that by buying this insurance product and sleep easy at night. And it's very, very affordable. And it doesn't make sense not to have it.
Right on. And the website address, if you could just say it out loud in case people don't read.
It'll be www.rb-cyber.com.
Yeah.
There you go. Folks out there, you need cyber insurance at some point, if not already. And review your current cyber insurance policy. What really do you have? Have you read the fine print? What is it going to cover, what it doesn't cover? And I'll tell you, you might think you have insurance. You may not actually have cyber coverage. So think it through. It's a different kind of coverage. It's a modern type way of doing it. And it's not just a piece of paper. It actually comes with actually tools to keep you on track and safe. And in the case of something happening, there's an A team that jumps in there to save the day. So lots of reasons why you want to do it. And the biggest reason, of course, is protect your business. All right. You take care, Kenrick and Ken, and we shall see you later. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Julian. Thank you.